the problem with chickens is, when you want to blow them up with TNT, often you'll go to light it, and they just kind of walk off, and it kind of hurts them, but not super much, you know? Like, look, it escaped. How is that okay? But you know me, I know how to solve things. So let me introduce you to the new, the improved, the Chisel and Bits chicken. Whoa, look at that. Look, it looks like a chicken. And guess what? It doesn't move. Look, I can run around it. I can punch it. Oh, it disappeared. I can blow the ground up beneath it. It doesn't move. It's perfect. Look, TNT, what's gonna happen? Gone. Look how many there are here. One simple light. Goodbye every single chicken. Not a single thing remaining. It's beautiful. Now you're probably wondering, what has this got to do with today's video? Well, it's because I'm going to be using Chisel and Bits to make my own blocks. I've made my own chickens that are much better than regular chickens. Who's to say I can't make some blocks that are better than previous blocks? Also, quick announcement, if you didn't know, I have a second channel where I'm uploading some Planet Zoo videos. I just uploaded my second one. Click in the top right now to go check it out. Oh, and please subscribe to whichever channel you want. Please. I'll blow up more chickens, I promise. So firstly, I'd like to say all credit for this idea comes from Awesome Plays AP on Twitter, who said that they saw my item frame video and thought maybe using Chisel and Bits could make your own blocks as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now on my mod pack, there are hundreds of blocks, loads of different types of planks, loads of different types of bricks. However, sometimes they just aren't the ones that you want. Now some of these planks look great on their own, however, I've always wondered what would happen if you combine the two. So for example, redwood and palm here. So what if every other section, as you can see here, there's 4 sections, was a different colour? With Chisel and Bits, it's really easy to do this. You just have to split it up into quarter-size cubes, and there you go. That is a brand new plank, and now I can pick this up, plop this down. That's a pretty cool texture. I like that. So let's put a chest down here and we'll put all our newly designed blocks in it, such as that new plank there. What if we wanted a sort of diagonal design? Could that work? Let's find out. I guess it's more of a checkered pattern than diagonal. But once again, that looks pretty cool. I'll keep that one as well. And the Chisel mod adds in loads of different designs of planks. So you've got ones like this, or this, you know, just different types of style of planks, as you can see here. So maybe we could recreate one of these in the style of like a palm or redwood. I'd have to find some colours to match this redwood one. So maybe I could try and make this redwood plank here look more like this plank, you know, like the bricky pattern. It's just the outline that gets a bit tricky now, because I need to find a block that will fit that colour. So like red terracotta might work. That does a pretty good job. It's actually quite a lengthy process, because you've got to sort of trace it bit by bit. And there you go, it's finished. Took about 5 minutes to make, but you can see the difference there. It's got the sort of brickier pattern, fits together very nicely. We'll add that to our collection. When it comes to planks, we have lots of different colours. We've got blue, red, some like yellowy birch, I guess. This is kind of white. We've also got these colours down here. However, these are very like pale colours. So for example, the green and the lime green. Yes, they are green, but they're not as green as the grass, for example. Maybe we could make our own green plank. Kind of like add your own like detailing by just placing random blocks every now and then. Little blocks, that is. But look at that. That's a green plank. That looks like very naturey and overgrown. It's quite a nice looking plank. We'll keep hold of that as well, put that in our chest. We've got a few planks here. Maybe we should try and build a house out of them. I'm going to try and start with these sort of redwood palm planks. I really like how these look. Maybe I could try and make this cherry wood and these palm ones look very similar as well. I'm not sure I'm going to do it, because adding palm wood into there would look weird. I kind of want it to give like a yellowy effect though. I'm using some yellow terracotta, as you can see here, these shingle blocks, to infuse this cherry wood here. This is what it normally looks like. I'm just replacing all the dark bits with yellow. I think it could look quite fun. We're going for out there because we already have so many blocks to choose from. We may as well make some funky ones. How do they match together? Pretty good, pretty good. I'm liking this colour scheme. All right, let's start working on this house. Looking good so far. It is quite a weird looking block, I have to admit. But you know what? Who cares? It's my block. I made this block and I think it's beautiful. Don't you too, Mr. Horse?
No, shut up, Joel.
Cool. For the top section of the house, I'm going to switch out to our crisscross pattern we had here. That's something a little bit different, you know, to try and make this look more interesting. And I think this will definitely do the job. I know I'm saying this because I made them, but I think that's looking pretty good. These blocks I've made are pretty cool. So all the walls are on, as you can see here. It's looking pretty fancy. We need to add on a roof though, and because we're using chisel and bits, we're going to make our own custom roof block using a few colours. So I want to make something red or yellowy, as you can kind of tell by the theme of this house we're going for. So I love this block here for using for roofs, especially when you're customizing it. I think it looks really nice. But what if we changed the little bits in the middle to yellow terracotta, kind of similar to the outside of there? How would that look? There's only one way to find out. Oh, and we also need to make it slanted like a roof. And there's actually a couple of blocks I need to make, because this bit here would fit perfectly at the top here, like so. However, on these bits here, not so much. So we're gonna have to make another 2 blocks to go there, which will look something like this. And obviously I only really need to do the outside bit here, as I don't really care about the inside, so that'll save me a bit of time. And hopefully it doesn't look absolutely terrible, because that would be a shame. I've decided this is already gonna look absolutely ridiculous. Look at it. We'll find out when we get to the top, but hopes are not high. May look a bit clown-like. Time to step back in a second and see how hideous this thing I've just made is. Yes. Okay, you know what? It might look okay once you put them all together, or it might just look absolutely terrible, like that. Maybe that's not the best. Perhaps some bigger tiles, such as this one here. What if I just replaced all the grey with yellow? No, that's not going to work either. I don't know what to do for the roof. I could use the standard brick pattern and just replace them with yellow. As in, change the darker ones, as you can see here, to yellow and keep the lighter ones as red. Let's see how this works. Just the darker ones. Maybe the medium colour ones, this other shade of red. No, you know what? I think I might just make my own block using these 2 red terracottas, as I do like shingles. So I'm going to change every end bit of the block to yellow. Let's see how this looks. Because I think using old patterns just doesn't work. So this might. It matches the theme quite well, but I think it might be too much red and yellow. So scrapping it once again. What goes with red and yellow? Orange, of course. Yes, I like it. It's my jam. I'm gonna work with it. Time to add it onto the building, which will probably take a long time. So let's do it, shall we? I'm hoping it's gonna look okay. I think it will. Obviously, I'm gonna fix these side bits. They won't look like this at the end. But I'm quite liking the color. I think it fits very well. Yes, let's add more. I just realised I kind of want to add another little window in up here as well. Just a single one. Probably should do one on the other side, but I'm too lazy. They're really annoying to do. So one will do for now. These roofs are interesting to place. I wouldn't say fun by any means. Awkward. Especially when it gets to a bit like over here. I've had to add in like a really weird sort of block. As you can see here. This is a strange block that's going on there. All right, I've been working on this roof for about 30 minutes so far, and it's not really even close, really, to be finished. It's taking quite a while. I'm still just working on the front bit here. All right, the roof is on, finally. About 40 minutes later, it's on. It's looking smooth. I like it. This house is kind of, like, hard to look at. Like, if you look at it closely, it looks nice, but from here, it sort of like does some sort of weird illusion. I don't know what's going on with it, but like there's like circles appearing in there. I'm not sure if it's just my eyes messing up, but either way, let's move on. We need some like solid blocks to put down the side here. I was going to do like sloped bits like this, but instead I think I was going to do some solid ones. And rather than make my own block for this, we're just going to use some polished sandstone. I think this is looking good. Like for a house that I've made the blocks for, I'm pretty happy with this. So there we have it. The roof is on, finally. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks really good. The red sandstone actually works really well. There's like a little accent block for the side of that. We're going to add some windows in. And of course, we've got to make our own custom window blocks. And we're going to make window panes. And we're going to make them real simple, just black and white in colour. But the black makes a little bit of an outline. So if I plop these down in here, you can see it's see-through on that little bit. But it has a nice little outline, which I think looks pretty good. A bit more detailed than just a single white pane. I'm going to use some more of this red sandstone again, just to wrap round the bottom of here to separate these two. Little small block all the way around. because then it sort of is more of a smooth transition, as you can see. Look at that. This house, I think, is actually looking really, really, really good. Like, I genuinely like the design. I think it looks great. The mix of red and yellow just looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Okay, let's move on to the floor inside, though. So what would go well with this? We want to go for a different color now. We've had red, orange, yellow. Maybe just a simple stone texture, like a marble or something. But we'll make our own pattern for it. How about that? Let's get some grey concrete or something like that. Yes. Alright, so I'm also going to grab some glowstone, because what I like to do when I build with Chisel and Bits is to make sure I don't have to use torches. Just use glowstone underneath like that, and it's amazing. We're going to start out with this plain bit of marble. We're going to try and make a pattern. Okay, so it's kind of weird with this, because you don't know how it looks until you put them next to each other. So let's see how this looks. Kind of looks like a kitchen fancy floor. I like that. Okay, let's plop this down all the way through the house. It's not too complicated, so it's really in your face. It's just simple, but it's effective. Look at that. I think that looks pretty good for a floor. Obviously, we can't make our own custom doors, so instead, those redwood ones fit a little bit better. I'm also going to go around the edge quickly with this red sandstone and add some little windowsills on. Not massive ones, just little ones on every single window. Going to make my own custom stairs as well. Nothing too complicated. I'm probably just going to do this. Keep it straight lines, but make two separate ones. So on one side, the lines go on this bit, and on the other side, the lines go on this bit. And then that creates quite a nice effect, like so. I like that. So there we go. The layout of the house is complete. We've got a nice floor. We've got a nice staircase. Outside, how's it looking? Very nice indeed. There's also actually a third floor, which I didn't show you. You go up this staircase, and then there's another staircase over here. We can head up to this level with lots and lots of space because of this massive roof. Got some custom windows as well. Everything's looking very good. All that's left to add are some nice trees around, as I'm not going to bother decorating the inside, as you've seen me do that so many times before. And this was about the blocks. The custom blocks I've made. Not the usual modded decoration I do. But there you go. Look at that. Very happy. Very pleased with that. I think the mix of the straight lines and the checker pattern looks great. I think the roof looks really good. Really happy with that. And the floor inside as well. Very happy with that as well. So there you go, guys. Those are my custom blocks. If you've got any ideas like that, feel free to tweet at me, leave a comment, anything you want, because I'm reading those comments and tweets, and that's how we got a great idea like this. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy this as well, and I shall see you another time. Also, subscribe. Goodbye.